Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In our last video we learned about the data types in Java. Today we're gonna move forward to the Java operators. Let's go ahead and first create the new Java class. Here, right click Java class and give the name. So I'm gonna give listen2. In here I'll type main and tab, it will autocomplete and give us the main method. Today in this video we're gonna learn about the Java operators. This is about the operators in Java. So operators could be the logical and arithmetical operators. So arithmetical operators are those symbols used for mathematical operations, just like add, subtraction, multiplication, division. Let's get an example and it's gonna be easier for us. So in our last video we learned about how to create the variables, string variables and all those data types. Let's create the variable, integer variable. Let's say integer, which is our data type, and we'll give integer name number, variable name will be number, and equals to, I'll give value 10 and the statement with semicolon. So there you go. Let's first give about the add. So add operators, plus sign will be used for this one. I'll define the second value too. Second value will be integer second number equals to, I'll give 15. Now we'll see the example for the add operators. If I do, because I'm adding integer, so integer will give me the result will be in the integer as well. So we already know that. So we're going to define integer again and say sum. The sum equals to, the sum is a variable name. So sum will get the result of number 1 and the second number. So we'll say number plus second number and end the statements. So if I say here, when you do sort and hit tab, it will autocomplete for the print line statement. So here if you give sum, it will add two numbers and it will pass this result in the sum. So the sum will have the end result of how much it's going to be after adding these. Sum will take the results and print that out. Let's run. As you can see here, so 25 is the final answer. Yeah, this is how it's gonna take. So number has 10 value, second number has 15 value, and the sum will take the result of this add. So we use add operator, get the sum of those two numbers. Similarly, we do have the second operator, that's a subtract, which will use the minus sign. Obviously we'll just copy the same number, do the same thing here. Instead I'll do minus. We have already defined sum on the top, so we cannot define the sum again. For name here, this time we can give sum, that means subtraction sum. So and here we'll ask them to print sum, and it's a similar thing. It has a number, so number is 10 and the second number is 15. So 10 minus 15 is gonna give -5, but let's see what's the answer is gonna be. -5, as you can see down here, and it does print the 25 because we still have the print line statement on the top. The other one we have is multiplication. The multiplication is use star sign, that's a multiplication sign. If you already know about the Java programming language and operators, then you can skip this video, and I'm absolutely going for the beginners who have zero knowledge in the Java programming language. So I'm trying to get everybody in the same boat. If you already know about this one, is probably you feeling bored, so you can skip the video or just fast forward it. For everybody else, try keep doing the same thing side by side. So yeah, you don't have to have the same number. You can give your own number and just you can create the multiplication table using these operators. It's all up to you. I'm just giving the example of how you can use it, how does it works. So okay, for multiplication, let's paste it here and we'll say here multi. So instead of add operator, we're going to use multiplication operator sign symbol, print multi instead. There you go, and we'll run it again and see. Okay, here you can see 150. So is that right? 10 multiply 15, yeah, obviously that's 150. That's right. We do have the other operator that is divide, and here's the tricky part. Here I'll get the same thing and I'll say divide, and number 1 divide. Okay, that sounds pretty funny. So let's do second number divide number. Okay, here you can see I'm trying to divide 15 by 10, so which would give 1.5. But the division, this will, yeah, this won't give you the, it won't give you the decimal value after it. Let's see, this is the tricky part. So you have to, you see here, it was supposed to give me, so when I divide 15 by 10, then it was supposed to give me 1.5. But here you can see it just gave me 1. It doesn't give me 1.5. You might be thinking it's because it's integer here. Okay, let's do float. Yeah, let's do float instead and see, because you might be thinking, okay, that's the integer, so it's not giving. So let's say here is float. Okay, now I cast a float. Let's see if it gives me 1.5. You still see 1.0. It's not giving me 1.5. Instead, it's just giving me 1.0. So that means the division here is the tricky part. Yeah, you have to know these things. The division sign won't give you whatever is a reminder. If it divides, so 10, 15 divide 10. I'm trying to comment out here. I'll show you. So 15 is divisible by 10. So how many times it's going to take? 1, and then reminder will be, and the reminder equals to 5, right? So one time is going to take the divide, and then next time is going to 5 will be the reminder. So here the reminder 5, it won't go again and do point and again 5. Yeah, it won't work that way. Give you the, so it will only give you the divisible value. So next one is we have percentage sign, which is also called mode. Let's do the same thing here. You can say, because we are using percentage sign, so let's say percentage. We'll do this pretty similar thing here, and another statement. So let's print percentage. Okay, here keep looking at it. Percentage sign is a mode, so it means it will give you whatever reminder. So now it's supposed to give 5. Let's see if I'm right. As I said, it give you 5. Now you see the percentage sign is actually giving you the mode. Whatever the reminder part, it's going to give you the reminder value. It won't give you the divisible value. It will just return the reminders. If you don't have the reminder, next one we have is increment. What we call increment, plus plus is an increment. So if you have 2 plus plus, then that's an increment. This is an increment symbol, so operator. So it will add a +1 every single time. So let's say here, if you say number plus plus, then if I print out, number again. So earlier, before this, print number has 10 value. What's the number we have defined here? The number was given 10 value. So now I say number plus plus. I have increased the value of the number by 1. So it should give me 11 instead of 10. So let's run and see. That's how you use the increment symbol. Double plus, plus plus. So it give me 11. And it's exactly the same thing for the decrement as well. So for the decrement, you'll use 2 negative sign, subtract sign. So 2 negative sign, this is a decrement. Check and see. So number minus minus. Here the value of number was 11. So now the value of number will be 10 again, because I decreased it by 1. So it might get confused. So let me do that for second number. I can do that for the second number. So let's do that for the second number. Okay, let's do that for the second number. Second number value should be here. The value should be 14 now, because I have just decreased the value by 1. So now let's print out the second number and see the value. So we're gonna print out this one and check is the value should be, I think the value should be 14. Wait, let me remove this. As you can see here, the value of second number is decreased by 1 and is 14 now. So this is how you can use increment and decrement. Similarly, you can also use there are multiple other operators that you can add those 2 operators and use it. So just like number plus equals to 14. What does this mean? Let's print out and figure that out. So you see, I say number plus equals to 14. So what was the value of number? Here we add plus 1. So the value of number was 11. Right here it changed the value. Then we added on the 11, on the top of 11 we added 14, which became 25. So that's what it print out. When you asked to print the value of number, it gave me 25 because it added on the top of 11, it added 14. Similarly, we are saying number equals to number plus 14. This is what we basically told Java in the short form. And you can use you do the same thing for the divide, for the percentage. Yeah, you can do the same thing for all of these. Greater than, smaller than. We can use the same, like for that one we can also say equals to and smaller, or we can say smaller and equals to, and greater than equals to. Also we do have a couple more. That's logical operators. That's like and it will return true if the both statements are true. Logical or, it will return true if one of the statement is true. This is a or logical operator. And we do have the exclamation sign, which says not. Here I can show you the demo. How does this semicolon and equals to works? I'll show you the demo for how to use this logical not. I'll give you the example, the small example with the if condition. So I'll talk more about the if condition in the next video. And just for the demo, just for the example purpose, I'm going to show you the if condition and how to use that semicolon logical not operator. If number not equals to second number, then what happens in if condition is, if this statement that whatever condition that we gave matches true, then only the block statement will run. Whatever we have inside this block, it will get executed. Otherwise it will just go to the else and it will just skip the block. So here in this condition, what if the number not equals to second number? What are we gonna say? We're gonna say this is not the same. And else, we don't have to write the else. If you just have the single if statement, we can do else south these values. So if these values is not same, if this condition is true, then this will run this statement. This will print out this statement, saying that this is not the same value. And if the condition that we gave inside the if statement is not true, is false, then it will jump to the else statement and it will print out this value are same. That's how we give the condition. We are saying if the number is not equals to second number. So let's say, are you thinking the number is equals to second number? I don't think so. I don't think this number are equal. But let's check. Okay, this is saying this is not the same value. You might be surprising because earlier the number was changed to 25. Here you can see the number value was 25 and the second number value was 15. And also on the second number we changed the value of second number to 14 with the decrement. So they are not same. That's how we get the results saying this is not the same value. Okay guys, that's all for this video. Keep learning. In our next video we're going to talk about conditional statement and logical statements. Thank you so much.